Yo, we back with another one. Y'all know who else is back? Katt Williams explaining Diddy and these elite ties to this these LA wildfires that's been going on. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get straight into the video, but before we do that, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. And make sure your bell turned on so you won't miss a video. I'm dropping all this hot content. Well, let's get into this video, see what's going on.
Right after the age of truth, the revealing is the scab being pulled off, and then the healing can begin.
The world is going to crumble when they see this next arrest. In the meantime, there's going to be distractions and fires to hide evidence. Watch for it, ask questions, demand answers.
Now, this isn't just anybody's house that's burned down in the LA fires. This is P. Diddy's house that's burned. Oh, and there was supposed to be an investigation in 2 days' time.
At 4:32 p.m., we received a 911 call that a suspect was attempting to light a fire in the community of Woodland Hills and was being detained by residents. Officers from LAPD's Topanga area responded and took that suspect into custody.
Katt Williams has stepped into the spotlight once again, and this time he's alleging that Diddy's criminal case might have some ties to the ongoing California fires. And we know it sounds wild, but the receipts floating around are actually disturbing. Over the last few weeks, California's been hit with massive wildfires, entire neighborhoods wiped out, over 20 lives lost, tens of thousands of people displaced, countless wild animals and pets injured or destroyed.
Yeah, man, them fires been crazy. Prayers up to everybody. You know, y'all got anything to donate it. You could send I think they take it like food, water, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you got. Cause the crazy part now is that I'm still hearing about these fires every day. But the news is saying it, but I ain't really been seeing the fire. But they say the fire's still burning. They ain't even really been showing no more fires burning. So it's a crazy situation, man.
Destroyed and billions in damages. And while investigators still haven't officially revealed what or who sparked the wildfires, the internet's already buzzing with different theories. And the one gaining the most traction alleges that the Hollywood elites are using these fires to destroy evidence, supposedly tying them to the Diddy and Jay-Z lawsuits. Turns out that several Hollywood estates burned down right when big-name celebs were in the middle of lawsuits, scandals, or financial drama. Now, remember the Malibu fire of 2018? Or the 2023 Maui wildfires? Well, in both of these cases, some homes burned to the ground, while others, right next door, stayed untouched. It was all super sketchy. And now, Katt is hinting that something similar might be happening in LA. And it's not just Katt who co-signed this theory. Lee Carter, the young woman who claims she was a victim of Hollywood elites, told her followers months ago to watch out for the fires because these powerful figures will stop at nothing to cover up their crimes. And even some celebrities like Chris Brown are saying something's not adding up about these fires. So could these fires be a way to destroy incriminating evidence tying some high-profile Hollywood figures to the Diddy scandal? What exactly did Katt say about all this? Let's break it down.
The worldwide government is way smarter than we give them credit for because they have us believing they don't do nothing. But the truth is, like there's no such thing as the government is in bed with the internet. No. The internet is a government installation.
The wildfires ripping through Los Angeles have been absolutely devastating, taking at least 24 lives and destroying over.
Yeah, and that's crazy. I've been sitting up here thinking like, bruh, they was giving like, okay, the wildfire is supposed to be like, you know, like a natural disaster or something, right? It's supposed to start up and spark out of nowhere. They gave these people warnings though, like months and months ahead of time. Dropped from their insurance companies and all that months and months ahead of time. Like, and people kept telling them, I'm not saying that they told all them because maybe they would have moved or something, but it was a known thing that these fires was coming. But how they would have knew that the fires was coming? You see what I'm saying? Something ain't adding up, man. So yeah, man, it ain't making no sense.
Over 12,000 properties in just a week. It's heartbreaking. But here's where it gets wild. The internet has been swept by a wave of theories about the cause of these fires. And while some of these theories are unhinged, others will make you do a double take. So a lot of people are saying that the Hollywood and political elites deliberately set these fires to cover up incriminating evidence ahead of the Diddy trial, which starts in May. Even former public official Catherine Austin Fitts turned up the heat on this theory, and she questioned why so many celebs tied to Diddy managed to keep their homes safe while houses next door burned to the ground. Fitts, who worked as the U.S. Assistant Secretary of Housing and Urban Development for Housing during the presidency of George H.W. Bush, talked about this theory on a recent episode of her podcast, and she said she noticed a pattern when looking at whose houses got destroyed and who managed to protect their properties.
What I want to see, what I usually look at in situations like this is I look at the patterns of who got wiped out and how. And one of the first questions, I'll be honest, that I'm going to look at when I look at some of the communities involved is how many of the homeowners were on the P. Diddy list.
So this Diddy list that Fitz brought up has been a hot topic online ever since Homeland Security raided Diddy's mansions in LA and Miami back in March 2024. And while it's never been confirmed, it's been alleged that this list ties big-name celebs like Jay-Z, Beyonce, J-Lo, Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah, Ashton Kutcher, Leonardo DiCaprio, and even some political figures to depraved behavior at Diddy's freak-off parties.
Greg. Oprah. J-Lo. A-Rod. Will Smith. Alicia Keys. That's pretty hit. Black King God, dude. Justin Bieber. Kevin Hart.
This man walked around with a straight face all these years, knowing he was beating Cassie on a consistent basis, knowing it was a tape of him putting hands on her. And he just walked around for years like he ain't did nothing. Maybe he do got something to do with these damn fighters. I don't know. But it could be though.
Kevin Hart. Mark Wahlberg. Snoop. DJ Khaled. Swiss Beats. Kelly Rowland. Chris Brown. Maluma. Issa Rae. Sierra. Janelle Monáe. Yeah, that's my sis right there. Lizzo. Megan Thee Stallion. J Balvin. Naomi Campbell. That's your auntie. Usher. Demi Lovato. Shaq and his whole family. Tracy Ellis Ross. Little Uzi Vert. Sway Lee. Rick Ross. Julian Huff. Diplo. E-Nice. Drea. Burna Boy. The show Scherzinger. Nicole Scherzinger. Nicole from the Pussycat Dolls. Say Nicole. From the Pussycat Dolls. That's right. Paris Goldman. Cara Delevingne. Winnie Harlow. Prince Montana. And a bunch of big surprises that I can't tell you. Because they're so big, sometimes they get busy and they forget that they committed to answering the phone and it's Easter.
But Catherine Austin Fitts went even further and implied that these wildfires could have been set on purpose to cover up some seriously horrific offenses against the most vulnerable. Fitts claims she's seen extreme measures taken before to bury ugly truths, and she brought up the infamous Franklin cover-up of 1988, when multiple prominent Nebraska politicians and business figures were accused of involvement in a PDF file ring.
Story to tell that I'd like to tell. I have a wonderful subscriber, has been a subscriber for many years, Polly, and for the first time in his life, he read the Franklin cover-up last week. And I spoke to him last weekend, and he said, I keep hearing he said, you get frustrated because people don't understand the importance of financial transaction freedom to their lives. And I hear you keep telling people who say, well, I don't have many assets, and if they take my assets, I don't care. And I hear you telling people, wait a minute, they can take your children. They can mandate health treatments to your children, and they can literally take your treatment. And he said, you need to understand that even though I've been a subscriber for 10 years, I didn't understand what you were saying. And he said, I don't think most people understand what you're saying. But I read the Franklin cover-up, which is one of the best, highly documented cases of a pedophilia ring in America. And he said, now I understand what you mean. Now I understand what you mean when you say they'll take your children, and what that really means, and why financial transaction freedom is so very important to me and to you, because we cannot allow that to happen. So he said, this is the first time that it really got to be personal. It really touched me in an intimate and visceral way. And, I've seen dreadful things done in the interest of covering up rings. And this is likely to include, whenever you do an operation this big, you stack functions. So there's a lot of stacking functions going on, but it wouldn't surprise me if is one of those functions that's getting stacked here.
And here's where it gets even crazier. Catherine Austin Fitz's claims are hitting the spotlight right after some old comments from one of Diddy's accusers, Ali Carter, started making waves again. Last year, Ali told her followers on social media to keep their eyes and minds open because files or explosions might be used as part of a cover-up for the alleged crimes of the Hollywood and political elites.
There is a third arrest that is coming. There's 2 that's already down. The world is going to crumble when they see this next arrest. In the meantime, there's going to be deaths, distractions, and fires to hide evidence. Watch for it, ask questions, demand answers. Watch for those fires. Explosions make fires too.
I ain't never even heard of Ali Carter. Who the hell is Ali Carter? Who about these fires? So you knew her. Something ain't right, man. I want to see all these people just predicting and knowing that these fires was going to happen. That's a little crazy.
Explosions make accidental fires too. And then, oops, we don't know how that happened. And then you look into it and you see that it's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to trafficking. And then you realize, oh, it wasn't just an explosion or a fire. It wasn't an accident.
And now Ali's back in the spotlight telling people, I told you so. And she's saying there's nothing accidental about all these celebrity homes getting destroyed in the fires, right when Diddy's alleged accomplices started getting named in his lawsuits.
He's burning, is it? Because didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all there will be an accidental explosion? Accidental fire? And the next thing you know, celebrities' homes would be on fire. Things would be on fire. I pray for the people in its path, but I also pray that it exposes the things that it needs to expose.
Now, it's interesting that Ali Carter mentioned explosions several times in her videos, because just a few days ago, during a live report in Pacific Palisades, several mysterious explosions were caught on camera as the Los Angeles fires continue to spread.
It is still an inferno out here. You can see just how strong the flames. Oh! Whoa, and you heard that explosion there.
What the hell? Come on, man. All right. Look, man. First, it was no water. Next, it was a dude running around with a blowtorch. Like, come on, man. There's too much going on out there. Now you got stuff just blowing up. Why the cameras out there? Stuff just blowing up? Oh, man. Something ain't right.
This is the back of a home here. Trees up in flames at the moment. The flames spreading to the home here again, the 800 block of Radcliffe Avenue. Of course, we want to keep our distance, but we're hearing some bangs going on. We obviously don't know what's exploding.
And then another video went viral on social media showing what appears to be a huge explosion in Pasadena, California, which then quickly spread into fire. But here's where things take an even wilder turn. Some fans are pointing to an alleged coded message from Diddy himself as a key piece of this puzzle. During an alleged leaked call from jail with his son, Diddy reportedly told him to get rid of the pizza boxes, and a lot of people are convinced this was an order to destroy evidence.
Bob, what up? Yo, listen. Do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah.
Meanwhile, more social media users are speaking out in support of this theory that the fires were...
Was that phone call plastic and pizza boxes? Yeah, something ain't right.
Set to hide the evidence allegedly tying the A-list celebrities to a high-level PD file ring.
Betcha didn't see this.
Tonight, the man who terrorized people at a crowded D.C. pizza shop back in 2016 has died. Edgar Madison Welch was shot and killed Monday by police in Kannapolis, North Carolina, after he pulled out a gun during a traffic stop. 8 years ago, the so-called Pizzagate gunman entered Comet Ping Pong in Northwest with a revolver and rifle. He was searching for a non-existent child ring, which he learned about from a right-wing conspiracy website. Welch was sentenced to prison and released back in 2021.
This happened 2 hours ago, or it was reported 2 hours ago. Let's break this video down a little bit.
8 years ago, the so-called Pizzagate gunman entered Comet Ping Pong in Northwest with a revolver and rifle. He was searching for a non-existent child ring.
Interesting that they just had to include those words, a non-existent child ring. Why? Why not just say he was searching for a child ring?
He learned about from a right-wing conspiracy website.
And of course, you just had to add that too, right? Of course, he learned about it from a right-wing conspiracy website. Duh. So let me get this straight. Just as all of Hollywood, basically all of Hollywood, burns to the ground, the conspiracy theory that is most associated with Hollywood and elites and celebrities pops up again out of nowhere because the person who allegedly went in looking for it, and by the way, didn't shoot anybody, he shot at the ground and then walked out and turned himself in. That person is shot and killed. It is pretty coincidental that this is right around the time where the Diddy stuff started coming out, Jay-Z, we still don't have any clue who's on the Epstein client list. All this stuff that seems to be happening, that seems to be exposing a lot of what we've been talking about for the last, who knows, freaking 8 years now. Just kind of weird that all of Hollywood burns to the ground right as all this stuff is starting to be exposed.
But it's just not random people on the internet who are raising questions about these fires. Even some celebs are hinting that something about these fires feels off, and it seems that they might not be as natural as the authorities initially claimed. Chris Brown wrote in an Instagram story post, "Someone's starting these fires. Ish don't add up." Others, like actor Henry Winkler and Days of Our Lives star Allison Sweeney, also claimed that the fires were started by an arsonist. Meanwhile, Dancing with the Stars professional Peter Murgatroyd shared a screenshot of an X post that read, "Los Angeles, Southern California. There are at least 5 men going around in ski masks starting fires. Keep an eye out." And then there's podcaster and neuroscientist Andrew Huberman, who shared a post showing a group of people standing suspiciously close to what looked like a freshly started fire in the Santa Monica area. Huberman wrote in the caption, "People are lighting fires in otherwise non-burning urban areas of LA. Saw this happen firsthand at 302 Pico in Santa Monica. Called it in and the fire department and police responded. Stay safe and call in any activity ASAP. We don't need more flames out here." Now, this idea that the California fires are deliberately set to destroy incriminating evidence against Hollywood elites has gained traction for a number of reasons. It may sound like a conspiracy theory, but when you really start to look at the specifics, there are some strange details that have people questioning everything. To give you just a few examples, one of the first things people have noticed is the unusual way the fires have been behaving, and some are comparing it to the 2018 Malibu fire, when certain areas, like the homes of well-known celebrities, were completely destroyed, while other houses right next door were left standing with barely a scratch. And a lot of folks believe these fires might have been carefully planned to burn down properties tied to people with skeletons in their closets. And then another key point is the timing of the fires. See, these fires seem to erupt just when major Hollywood scandals are in the spotlight, like the Harvey Weinstein case in 2018 when the Malibu fire happened, or now the ongoing allegations against Diddy and his celebrity friends. You don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to see that the timing is suspicious. A lot of people on social media are now saying that these fires could be timed perfectly to destroy evidence, whether it's financial records, legal papers, or other incriminating material that could connect powerful elites to shady dealings.
Call me a conspiracy theorist, but there is no way that 8 different fires starting within a period of 48 hours in LA is due to climate change. You want to tell me that insurance companies canceling people's policies in these areas over the past few months, officials cutting firefighting funding, emptying water reservoirs, and being more concerned about sending aid to another country is just coincidence? Okay.
And then there's also the theory that the technology used in the area, like smart meters, could be playing a role in how these fires start and spread. Some people have suggested that lithium batteries, which are in smart meters, could be triggering the fires. Recent reports have pointed to cases where fires have started with no clear cause, and some believe these technologies are being used to intentionally ignite certain properties. But it doesn't end there. Multiple social media posts have gone viral, alleging that those rumored tunnels Ali Carter talked about in her videos have collapsed in planned explosions. One user on X shared a video of a press conference revealing that the firefighter discovered an underground lithium battery storage, and they
I have to look that girl Ali Carter up, because I ain't never heard of her. She been talking about these fires was coming. This is crazy, man.
wrote in the caption, "Turns out there's a tunnel system under these LA fires. They're saying that there's a lithium battery facility in these tunnels meant for bicycles. Because they're burning, the air is poisonous, so you're not allowed near the tunnels. Those are definitely tunnels."
With the hazmat, we have found a underground lithium battery storage plant for bicycle batteries that has posed a huge hazard in that area. We are working with the hazmat teams to keep that contained. So a lot of that is just very dangerous. As you just heard, the air quality in some of that area is still very, very high and dangerous.
And then some people are saying this is nothing more than another shameless land grab operation, and they're comparing it to the 2023 Maui wildfires. One user wrote, "Fires were intentional, Maui too. They want to get rid of original homeowners. They know insurance companies can't pay out these $10+ million homes for what they're worth. Investors buy the land from people desperate for cash and build apartments, all while blaming climate change." And whatever the real cause may be, more and more people are starting to say that there's something weird going on with these fires. It doesn't seem like a random disaster anymore, and there's a growing belief that someone's intentionally keeping these flames alive in specific areas. People are noticing that certain neighborhoods are being targeted, while others remain untouched, and it's fueling the idea that these fires might be part of a larger cover-up. And now, to top it all off, sources close to Katt Williams are saying that Katt allegedly predicted something like this would happen. Before the fires even started, Katt reportedly told his inner circle that a major disaster would strike to destroy the evidence before even more big names get tied to the Diddy scandal. And according to Katt, this isn't just about Diddy. He reportedly believes this is much bigger, and there are some seriously powerful people behind the scenes. People with way more influence than Diddy, who are desperate to stop anyone from digging too deep into those allegations about the rumored trafficking ring that Ali Carter has been warning about. But what's your take on this theory that the LA...
Man, Diddy, all them, the Hollywood, they got a lot of strange stuff going on right now. And like I said, man, it's fires in LA that's still burning. I don't even understand. I don't even get it. But y'all get down in the comment section, man. Let me know what y'all think. It's your boy Buddha. I'm out.